And we're good.
Boom. All right, everybody. Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Ginge and Pedro show. I'm, of course, Gingerton. Alongside me is my boy Pedro.
Hey!
Yep. And we got a very special guest today. I kind of want to start this episode off with hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Ginge and Pedro show, episode 32. I am Gingerton. We got somebody with. He's a real crazy guy. It's the comics. Okay. All right.
We'll that was good. That was good. That was very good. Give me 1
Okay.
second.
All right, y'all. So you know him, you love him. It's boom, Pops Van Zant.
What's up?
What's up, Pops? It wasn't the most accurate. It wasn't the most accurate version of Run to the Hills, but I did what I could.
No, it was beautiful. It was Pedro, man.
Thank you, man. Thank
you. Yeah, it got me ready. It got me going. We're good.
Nice.
That's all. Chaos first thing in the morning here.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, man. So, Pops, tell us about your weekend, buddy. You mentioned backstage you had gone to. I'm sorry, was it a Michigan Comic-Con?
Yeah, Grand Rapids Comic-Con. I was at all day yesterday, and I dropped a bunch of videos on the channel, so you can go check out some of the awesome people that are there. Friends of ours, a couple of people that I've been trying to get an interview with for a long time. Adam Michaels, he's been in the group since I met him at a Comic-Con a while back, and I just never could hook up an interview with him because his booth is always jam-packed with freaking people, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is? Is he a writer? Is he an artist? Or
he's an artist and a musician.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, dude. I've never done a con in my life, and I'm thinking like the first time I'll put a kissing booth or something. Like I have to do something different. Dude, I'm so intimidated by being surrounded by like amazing artists, and then like little old me, like, hey, here's my art.
Oh,
like,
dude,
I don't know,
this guy. I mean, I've been trying to get an interview with him, but like I go around in the morning at the con and I talk to everybody, and I see who's down with doing an interview later in the day when it's less busy. That con didn't get less busy yesterday. I mean, the ones before never got less busy. And when I'd come to Adam's booth in the afternoon to get an interview, it would be like trying to see him over the crowd because his booth is surrounded by people every time. So I never got an interview with him.
Is this the same one that I think Kayla went to, and I think Keith Gleason went to as well? There was another con.
Oh, that was Steel City, I think.
Oh, okay.
In Pittsburgh. Yeah,
dude.
The scheduling for cons is so screwed up now because everybody's just trying to get one back open.
Right.
And it's like they used to kind of have it staggered pretty well, where they didn't all step on each other. But you got to do what you got to do. It's the local fans that come out. I mean, there's not a lot of people unless it's a big one that people travel to. I mean, the artists do, the vendors and stuff, they travel to them, but I think most of your fans that buy tickets are local people, so.
Where are you from?
Where am I from?
Or where you live now, rather?
Oh, I live in Southwest Michigan.
Okay.
Down
Is there usually a lot of cons there, like before any Corona nonsense or whatever?
There's the Hall of Heroes Con in Elkhart, and C2E2 ain't that far away. We're Southwest Michigan, and we got the Grand Rapids, and there's another one that I got a flyer for yesterday that's down here somewhere that I have to go check out. I just started doing this. I mean, we had our two local ones that we go to, and when I started doing this, it was like, hey, can I come out and interview people? And both the guys that run the cons are totally cool. Sure, Pops, come on out. And I promote cons while I'm, promoting while I'm interviewing the people and whatnot, I'm talking about where I'm at and telling people to come out here tomorrow. And you know what I mean? It's like I help them out a little bit with promotion. They give me a free press pass. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a fair trade.
but
Yeah, sounds.
I got to interview Sam De La Rosa yesterday.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Did you get to record it or?
Oh yeah,
are we gonna
it's already up on the web or up
Fuck
on
yeah.
the YouTube channel. I dropped them all last night so that
Very nice.
people knew. I mean, so that local people, if they see it, they know they got a reason to go to that con. There's this guy's there, that guy's there. You know.
Good morning, Ash
Good
and
morning.
Jackal.
Past Master Dan.
Yeah, dude. We're getting the locals in.
Yeah. Dan, two regulars. I'm always happy
Yeah.
to see these guys. Ashen, I think, was our second guest after Anthony, who's actually
Mhm.
coming back next week, I believe.
Yep.
Sorry
Yep.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But,
gonna have to drop this link out for a minute.
Oh,
Yes,
do it.
Pops, I think you're if you're not a mod, I'll make you one. But hey, Pale Rider. Yeah, no, I think we're going to be learning a bit more about cons, actually, just sort of as it happens. But on this show, a couple weeks ago, we had Arya Galanon.
Arya
I'm
Black?
still pronouncing.
Ara.
No, the
It's
other
Ara.
one.
Originium.
Jolene,
Yeah, the American one.
Yeah, the American Era. Yeah.
Yes, he's got a really cool project. The how to videography project on
Mhm.
Comic Cons, how to film Comic Cons.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks, we got Luke coming on, who has his own comic shop. So, and now that I'm thinking about it, we should probably hit up Keith Gleason, who has a whole he has a
All
con
that perspective.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
interesting stuff. Pops, you're muted.
Pops, you're muted. Pops. Oh, he is talking. He's having some family communication things.
That's all good.
So yeah, today we're gonna be talking about the man under the hat, Pops Van Sant. Seems riled a bit.
The man under the hat.
Yes, sir.
My son was talking to me.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Don't worry about that. We kind of noticed you were busy. So yeah, dude. So what are the things that are going on Pop's world right now? What's keeping you busy, sir?
Well, I mean, the stuff that I always do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, the weekly shows, the con. Then there's the campaign that that we have going right now for Enter the Crownverse, which that guy's a part of. That guy.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a little amazing animation of Crom. If you haven't seen the trailer for that, it's
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Pale Rider, it's Cicada season in Panama. That's this week. You hear, like, I can mute for a while if you guys get annoyed by that. So yeah, it's Cicada. I want them all dead.
Shut up, Pedro.
Yeah, I'll mute.
No, you're good, buddy. Okay, so before we sort of get to that, because I kind of want to learn your origin story on what brought you creatively to comics and YouTube and all of this sort of shenanigans, but then also why you wanted to start a convention and just basically kind of the I'm curious sort of how the gears turn there.
It all ties together. I had been in a couple other Facebook groups where we'd come out and we'd go, "Hey, look what I got!" Right, and that was what we did. And some of them got really political and really crappy, and people always just trolled each other and shit. And it was like, man, I'm trying to just see what's out there and what's cool. So I started my own group.
Yeah,
and it was just about showing off what we picked up recently and just comic fans. Okay. But the group picked up some really awesome people right away. Brian Polito was one of the founding members. I mean, had some really cool people join this group like right away. And it was like, okay, we're going to have fun with this. And that's what we did. We started having fun. About 6 months in, COVID knocked out Emerald City. Now, we had been promoting Brian's appearance in Emerald City. We had been promoting, a little bit of that because I like Brian. If he's doing something, I tell everybody what Brian's doing.
That's the it's escaped me. Right. He has one other project too, as well.
Oh, he's got La Morita. He's got
What's
don't
the?
make me blank on Kaufman,
Oh,
man.
God.
That's gonna make me look bad. I didn't come out here talking about Kaufman.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but Brian's awesome, And when Emerald City went down, I went to Brian. I was like, Brian, what are you gonna do? And Brian said, I'm just gonna ship everything back to Phoenix and have me an online sale next weekend. Brian's got a huge following. He had no problem unloading a bunch of books, and all my other friends, they didn't have that kind of following, and they were just like out table money. They didn't even get their money back for the tables they had paid for all summer long. Some of them got it, but a lot of them didn't get their money back.
Wow.
They had travel expenditures that they had paid for in advance and all kinds of stuff, and they were just like, "What am I going to do?"
Of course.
So I turned my little look what we got group into a networking and promotions group, and I started CromCon. And I had no idea what I was doing. This paper plate is the guest list from CromCon #1.
Very nice.
I had no organizational skills. I didn't know shit about StreamYard. I didn't even have a YouTube channel.
But
dude, having it on a paper plate gives it a very like picnicky, like DIY sense. Like you should keep on doing that. You love like the paper plate of guests for CromCon.
I'm saving that one because it reminds me where I came from.
Right.
Yeah.
You could put it next to Tony Hawk's skateboard in the Smithsonian. Tony Hawk's first skateboard.
A little better, like at making event posts and having a guest list on the event post. And, I mean, you learn this stuff as you go along. For me, I didn't know nothing about nothing. I had a little Facebook group, but this thing kept growing. The group kept getting bigger. I started a Twitter account. It got banned because I didn't realize how Twitter went, So I came back a couple months later and made a new Twitter account. And my my YouTube channel when I first started out again I didn't use it. I had CromCon on Comics Cast platform. It was on the NCS Roadshow platform. I didn't have my own platform in the beginning. When I started building the YouTube channel, I was like, no, screw it. I'm going to do it on my own channel where I don't have to neuter my guests. It's my channel. Okay.
So your guests appreciate that as well.
Do whatever, I'm not worried about that. Other people with other platforms are more worried about a PG setting, and we're just trying to have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to have fun, like Christy freaking Shin, we're not going to bring her out here and not expect her to drop the F-bomb.
You can try to control that at your own peril, but yeah, I know what you mean. Pops, like I want
to have a disclaimer on the madness.
Yeah, but yeah, like I want to take this moment to just thank you, Pops, for what you're doing with the madness, like allowing all the creators to show their stuff, and basically it's a space that people are signing up to be in, which is a good thing. And dude, just thank you, man. Thank you for real, because we need more spaces like that, and you are doing the work. So
you are most welcome, Pedro, and I want to thank you for look when I put up the post for the Cromniverse thing. I was like, hey, anybody want to do this? I didn't know I was going to get the response.
Yeah.
Even Pedro. Pedro come forward. He's like, man, I'll do some animation for the trailer. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Because I wasn't offering anything in return other than, hey, if this thing makes some money, y'all might get some.
Yeah.
But I didn't have nothing to throw at any of these people, man. And, you guys all came through like solid.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing. Like this whole indie movement, especially at this moment, it's a gentleman's, and I'm not excluding the women. I'm just saying like it's a gentleman's, as in you are as good as your bond and your word.
There you go.
And dude, if you promise something, do it, and people will catch you. Like that's what I've found so far in my experience. And dude, I'm having the time of my life. And dude, like this dude down here is one of the solid dudes. So Yeah.
Are you guys having fun since you started doing your show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pedro
Oh,
said. Pedro said, "I'm having the time of my life," and now that song is just sort of playing in my head. I'm like,
You enjoy Dirty Dancing, Jen.
I've never seen that movie, but that's just
it's
like
okay.
a phrase.
It's okay.
You-
It's the nose and that chick. Like she took that away, and I haven't seen her ever since. Like I love that nose. Wow.
Yeah, no, we're having a lot of fun, really. And actually, CromCon was my first YouTube appearance of any sort. So yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
When I put
I'm
out,
honored for that, dude. I didn't know that was the first time you come out. That's
yeah,
CromCon first, baby. We didn't even
Yeah.
know.
yes, I think it was the one actually where Sim did the for his campaign. He did that Crom poster, like that print. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we have fun, man. I mean, that's all I want to do. I want to have fun. Okay, I've met so many cool people, and some of them don't like each other, and that makes it not fun. You know,
that's the thing.
I mean, I just try to like, man, that dude's my friend. I'm not gonna because that dude's my friend. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if he does something to me, I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, the thing is, like it's not really a beauty pageant, and that's
Yeah.
something that people need to really understand. Like, dude, yeah,
I wanna
there's
see
gonna
the
be
book.
personalities clashing, and moments where people won't see eye to eye. But dude, let's concentrate on the damn books, because that's what everybody wants, really.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Like,
have fun. I want to see the book. I mean, you'll notice that when I interview somebody, I do the 30-second thing, and we do very little about who they are and what they're about, and a whole lot more about what's on this campaign.
Yeah, that's our job.
Yeah.
To find out who people are and.
Well, I mean, there are people that do, you know, comprehensive interviews. I promote comics. People got to understand the difference.
Yeah.
You know? Exactly. I mean, I'm not trying to delve into somebody's private life and give people a reason not to like them.
No, but just to say it, just to put it out there, if you come up with like a James Lipton Indie Actor Studio show, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there doing like, and then you made Cyberfraud. Tell us about it. You know, that kind of stuff. Like, dude, I really miss that show. And
we'd have to give you a different set of glasses, Pedro. Like thinner, sort of metal rimmed glasses.
Yeah, and I'm trying to do the Morgan Freeman thing now.
Oh, that'll work, but you got to get deeper in the voice.
Yeah. No, actually, he's more nasal. He's like, and then he felt freedom for the first time.
You're also missing some freckles from the best that I can tell.
Oh no, I can miss that. I can miss the freckles. Yeah, that's not something.
Yeah. Let's see how it is then.
Yeah, dude.
So
okay,
when I threw this out, like I said, I put one post on Twitter and one post in the Facebook group, and I said, anybody want to get involved in this? And I got swamped with so many people. I mean, you know what? There's like 26 or 27 people involved in this campaign. Have you ever kicked a dog? And why didn't you go to your mom's funeral?
Those are some just hard questions.
Hold on. We'll start with the later. We'll start with the mom's funeral because mom got cancer when she was 79, and she went through chemo and she kicked its ass, and she still probably handle half the people in the chat. So.
Like, my mama will kick your ass. Yeah,
my mom was a Marine. She was a tough. She worked for the police most of her life. She's a tough old lady, man. That's all I have to say about that.
Kick fucking ass.
Yeah.
No, I ain't never kicked a dog. Okay.
And there we go.
Yeah, a very succinct answer. Yeah,
Okay, so could you talk a little bit about sort of what are the for people that are maybe looking to start their own sort of indie con, what are kind of like the top 3 things that you would recommend to do? Just right out the rip. What would you say?
I mean, you're talking about an online event like I do?
Yeah, something like what you do.
Well, I mean, there's a couple people that do them. I'm not the only one that does this. It's you got to love it. First off,
Yeah.
okay, you're going to go out here and you're going to talk to people you've never talked to before. Some of them are people that come on, man, Mike Barron. I mean,
yeah.
I've talked to people where I'm just straight up fanboying, but trying to maintain and shit, right?
Like you're professional, yeah.
Dude, no, it's hard because I just want to dude, you're so fucking good, blah 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 blah, and you can't do that, right? You gotta maintain.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to do the Chris Farley. Yeah, that's. And remember when you did that? That was cool. Like, and it's really hard. It's really hard because, dude, you sometimes you're talking with giants.
Yes.
And it's impossible not to be like.
Pedro, you probably experienced that with art a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
T-Bear.
Actually, that was my vaccine because I did that like for 3 weeks, like every day for 2 hours. And now I consider art my friend. But still, sometimes I catch myself going like,
And see, I'm the same way with Brian, right? I was friends with Brian before the madness, before I was friends with Brian. And I had talked to him quite a bit in Messenger and whatnot, So when he came out on the show, I wasn't too trippy. It's like I talk to this guy all the time. It's cool.
Yeah.
But everybody in the chat's like, Pops, you got Polito, and it's like, oh, let me do
oh my God. Oh my God.
It was fun, dude. It was really, and Brian came out again for the first anniversary last year in April, and he will be here this month on the 30th at CromCon again because he's an anniversary kind of guy. It's like the guy that you call once a year. Hey, man, will you brace us again with your presence, please?
Evil Ernie. That's what it was. I was thinking.
Yes.
I read the first volume of Evil Ernie and I freaking loved it. So very cool.
I mean, but he doesn't have that property right now. That's something.
Right.
I hope he gets that property back because that was killer. But I like.
Pretty sure I read his first volume.
Now I love Andrew Mangum, and he does Ernie covers and stuff, and so it's like that's what I mean. It's like you gotta just take the love out of it, take the love out of the books and enjoy them, man. Don't get involved in what the background and the backstory and who's mad at who and all that shit. Just enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, you can make like a personality interview without delving too much into that, even though that's part of life. And the business part and like the dealings and double dealings and who crossed who is interesting. There's a way to keep things positive, and that's what we try to do here. Is there's enough drama out there.
I mean, I loved it. You guys say, hey, Pedro plays a song. What song do you want? I was like, well, run for the hills, baby.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like I've been playing guitar for 36 years now. Wow, I'm old. And I don't know. It's something I do. Like I don't want to be pretentious. I just like people when they read a comic and it stays with them for their whole life. I know music does that too.
Right.
So I like to treat people like, hey, what's your favorite song? Maybe I know it. If they say like, hey, can you play freaking Frank and Valley and Chick Corea, I will tell them to go fuck themselves. Because Gambale is just like, okay, I can't reach that, but normal songs I can play. So dude.
It was the first song that came to mind. I mean, we have the Iron Maiden homage cover in the book, and it's like,
dude. Come on, like I noticed that. Who was the artist on that cover?
That's Edwin Badillo, man.
Edwin Badillo.
He is
awesome
the first
job.
person that ever drew Crom. He's the one that designed the Madness logo where Crom was born. So he's the origin story.
Nice.
Yes. Could you sort of go into the origin a little more in depth, like kind of how it came to be and why Crom is a little goblin? Like, what was the creative decisions behind all that?
That's just it. There was no none of this was planned, Mark. None of it. Okay, we when the group started taking off, it was like, man, we need a logo, we need a banner, something to put up above.
Oh, but those are the best moments, man.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's how he was born. I had a logo contest for the Comic Related Madness, and there was like 10 or 12 entries, and everybody liked that one. The black, the red Comic Related Madness circle with the little green troll in the middle.
Nice. I don't want to confuse IPs, but wasn't he called like a meth goblin for a while?
No, that's a different.
That's a different. Yeah, okay, cool. Just checking because so many things happened. Like I get
I saw a whole bunch of little green stuff pop up after that.
Yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of little green guys that popped up right after. Logo contest.
Just to clarify, man. Just
the green gremlin.
It was like
Stanley turned that one down for the Green Goblin.
Yeah, it wasn't long after we put the logo up there that people wanted to name the troll or name, they wanted to give him a name. So I didn't want to take the madness out of it, so I used an acronym for the Comic Related Madness, CRM.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, well, Crim didn't sound right, and Crumb didn't sound good, and Cram wasn't going to work, so Crumb. But we'll make sure we differentiate it from the other Crumb by using a little O, keeping the capital letters. That's a branding thing.
Yeah, because you don't want
little O, right?
You don't want to confuse with Crom from Conan the Barbarian, right?
Well, we don't know. We never seen him. Could be.
It could be. Yeah, it could be the same Crom, like the mountain.
I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm not making up his backstory for him. He's been he's born in the internet, so he has access to every file. He has access to everything that's ever been posted on the internet. He's kind of omnipotent.
Nice.
Okay, so he can go pretty much anywhere, anywhen that there's a reference to.
He's omnipotent.
He was born. Okay,
omnipotent. Yeah.
So also he has a couple of quirks. He curses in binary.
Nice.
Because he was born on the internet, and when people get excited and start cursing, they revert to their native language. So you'll see ones and zeros. Just trust me, he's cursing somebody out. Okay. Yeah. His eyes will get they'll glow red when he's got a mischievous idea or he's actually in the act of doing something, dastardly.
Dastardly. I love that word.
He loves chaos. He likes to create chaos. Now, we didn't put a whole lot of when you're talking about short stories, a 4 to 10 page story, it's hard to put stuff up there without giving too much away. Okay. There might not be a whole lot of dialogue in a 4-page story. A synopsis might pretty much just tell you the whole thing. So we were trying to be picky about what we are going to put up there. Okay, now I've gotten a synopsis from most everybody involved and explained to everybody we wanted to not give too much away because these stories are short stories. There was some kind of a misconception that there's no synopsis, there's no story. Trust me, we have scripts for every story. It's being done. It's people just grabbed the narrative and ran with it. That this book will be done. It will be done long before the campaign ends. We're going 60 days. We got 45 more days. We are 10 days from the deadline. We're 10 days from the deadline that we set. I think everybody's in good shape. These are guys that are all professionals. They could all, they can all handle their business. I don't need to herd these guys. I really don't. A little bit of nudging, like for a synopsis. Okay, y'all need to give me a synopsis. Big deal.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not getting the work done. The scripts have already been written. I have them all. Okay. So, it's like people made it sound like this thing ain't ready. And trust me, this book will be ready. It will be ready to go to print when the campaign ends.
That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear.
Yes, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit more about the project then, and if that's all right with you, Pops, I'd like to start right here at the trailer.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it. Oh God.
Out for the work of Pedro.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. I don't think I've seen this yet. Can y'all hear it?
Yeah, that harmonizing guitar.
The comics related madness.
Sounds good.
Begins. Enter the Cromverse, an anthology featuring a little green dude with a band.
Yeah, listen, it's me,
Hey.
Prime, the world's first real-life internet troll. So there's a whole gang of creators making an anthology starring yours truly. We're talking 15 creators, 13 stories, another 8 folks creating merchandise, all for your entertainment. Indiegogo is the place you want to go to back this glorious project. This anthology features my lovable self crossing over in today's best independent comic books and graphic novels, causing chaos everywhere I go. In addition, we're going to be offering custom painted shoes, black light tapestries, sketch cards, alternate covers, adorable crocheted mini-me's, original art, and sculptures.
Anyway, back in today, only on Indiegogo.
Awesome, man. Like, I really wanna check out like all the perks because you're giving away a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and that's not even talking stretch goals and backer rewards and stuff. That's just what's available. You can actually get it. Except for the crochet crumbs, they are sold out.
Yeah, that was
Awesome.
a really well done and put together trailer all the way around. So whoever did that, I tip my hat to them. A really great editor.
Anthony, Dark Gift
Yeah,
Comics.
Dark Gift Comics. Yeah.
He's the one that mixed it all together. It's the
Solid.
first part, the guitar part in the beginning, that's Morgan Quaid. The piano beat at the end is my nephew Tim Andreas.
Yeah.
Pedro, you got Doc Blaylock voiceover. He's the
Nice.
voice of Crom and the narrator voice.
Great voice.
You know, look at all the people that jumped in just to help me do the damn trailer. You see what I'm saying? This is a labor of love, and too many people are like dissing it as something else. It's like these people got in because they wanted to do this and have fun. You know, there's a lot of people involved. Support these guys.
Yeah. I mean, but in the end, like you can't keep everybody happy. And I don't know, like somebody will get rubbed the wrong way by the campaign. Like, dude, that's completely out of your control. Like, you have people behind you too. So just focus on that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I had to take a day off and go see the fans at a con and get my perspective back, you know, of what it is that I'm doing.
yeah.
Right.
Promote comics, yo.
Yeah.
This is a promotional tool for me. You see, my name is not on there as the campaign manager. It wasn't my idea. I even said no when Ryan came to me and said, "Pops, you got to do something with this." I said, "No, I don't."
So I honestly didn't even know that. I didn't even notice that either, and which just makes me feel like an idiot that I didn't see that it was a Dark Gift. He was running the campaign.
Yeah. How dare you?
He wasn't running it in the beginning, but you know, we saw the need to bring him in.
Okay.
You know, and we brought him in.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Now it's like him and Ryan and me kind of we all work together, you know. Anthony's the one that handles this part of it that I don't know how to put up a campaign page, man. You know. I mean, I go look at it, I do a little editing on word stuff, but I don't know how to put images and all that, build the tiers and all that shit. That ain't me.
And Anthony has a couple of books under his belt already, right?
Yeah. He's done campaigns, so you know, it's like he knows what he's doing, you know.
Yeah, dude. There's no shame in seeking out for help. Like,
Oh
you
hell
can't
no!
know everything.
I went to Anthony well ahead of time and said, "Hey, bro, I might need you."
Yeah.
You know, I was prepared. I'm prepared for any eventuality. Okay, I gave myself plenty of time on the campaign for these guys to get 4 to 10 page stories done. There's plenty of time to get their work done. I didn't tell you it's going to be delivered at any. I didn't say when it's going to be delivered, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't
there.
know what paper shortages and shit like that are going to look like in 2 months, so I'm not going to lie to you.
But no, but the thing is, like, it's not really lying because I mean, if you could control the paper shortage, like yeah, then maybe it would be on you. But just keep your package posted.
Well,
You know what I
that's
mean?
just it. Well, that's
Mhm.
what I mean.
Yeah. Mhm.
We keep updating it. Well,
Yeah.
update it. And look how many shows I do. It's not like people aren't
Yeah.
going to know every time we do something.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know,
Mhm.
we're also having a Cromniverse roundtable on
Mhm.
the 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern during the final panel of CromCon. And everybody can come out and see all the progress and right exactly where we're at. And we will be posted deadlines, so you'll be able to see everything's done.
What's what? Yeah.
I think we're coming to that, Pops. Pedro and I, if you recall, I'm pretty sure we scheduled that like because that's actually I think the last day of
Yeah.
Pedro's campaign as well, Tropical Magics.
Yeah. On the 29th. Dude, like I have a huge festival to play on the 30th in Panama City.
Yeah.
So I might be screening the end of my campaign from rehearsal. Like I'm lining that up. So it's gonna be like a
Very
punk
cool.
rock concert for the close up of Tropical Magic
So it closes on the 30th.
on the 29th.
The 29th, we got a launch party
Hmm. Okay.
because that's Friday night. That's
Yeah, it's Friday night. Yeah.
yeah, we're doing the Black Rhapsody launch party at
Hmm.
Very cool.
Oh, I see. I see.
So
Yeah, the thing that we rehearse, we will be like smoking weed and rehearsing, and
what time does it end, Pedro?
I'm still scheduling with the guys, with the boys of the band.
No, I
And,
mean, what time does your campaign end?
Oh, it ends on the 29th. Like
What?
I'm closing up a chase.
At midnight
A chase show.
or 8 o'clock, 7? I'm trying to
It-
figure out if we
Oh, it always ends at 3 a.m. So, but the closer is just like the show, like okay, back it, and then
3 a.m. on the 30th
Mhm.
or
On the
3 a.m.
29th.
on the 29th.
Now I have to
you see what I'm
investigate.
saying?
I have to investigate now.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm interviewing Pedro. See that?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like I know it's over on the 29th. And yeah, like I want to do something really special for this closeout, so I'm gonna get like my brother's laptop and just set it up, put the cameras in, get some mics, like mic the rehearsal, and yeah, say
Yeah, I just want to
goodbye
make
to
sure
the.
we get you out one more time on the madness before it's over.
Okay, sure. I mean, there's plenty of time. Like
Yeah.
I'm like 21 days out, I think.
Good stuff. What's up?
Yeah.
Now,
Hey.
there was one other quirk that we didn't mention earlier, but one of Crom's, one of his habits, his little things, one of his things that he does, he will steal your stash.
Nice.
The
If he pops into your universe or whatever and finds that you have some green, he's taking it with him. I'm just letting you know. He's taking it with him.
Yeah,
He
man.
steals weed. It's one of his things. He does it.
Yeah.
You know. So there may be some weed-related stretch goals.
Oh.
In this
All
campaign.
right, I'm listening. Go on.
Okay. We want to do. You saw the little beady characters of Canadian Shield that Dojo did for Toro Tales. They were
Yeah.
the little beads, right?
Mhm,
Little
mhm.
characters. We're gonna have a roach clip crom. Those were actually roach clips, but Dojo just took the clip off of them and put the shield on instead,
Very
right?
cool.
They're actually roach clips. That's what that guy sells. So we're gonna have crom roach clips as a stretch goal.
Very useful.
That is actually one of the more useful knickknacks out of the things that people have offered. That's actually
Exactly.
something people may use.
Yeah, you're
daily.
putting everybody to shame now.
We're also talking about some Cromniverse rolling papers.
Awesome too.
Okay, but see, the stretch, all the cool stuff, we got to get funded before we can get to the cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I mean, I'd hate to get everybody's hopes up that I'm gonna order a bunch of this and a bunch of this, and then not even get funded and be letting all these vendors down too. So
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah.
until we get to those stretch goals, you know,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to get somebody's hopes up that they got a sale and they go, oh man, we didn't get one. You
Okay, Pop. So let me hop in here and let's kind of talk a little more deeply about the book. I'm just gonna kind of scroll through here. So we've got Crom, obviously, and he's sort of running this multiverse of madness, to sort of steal that there. But could you talk a little bit about some of these different anthologies and we got Shay here from Red Valkyrie.
Shay had us on the show, and she did the
Oh yeah.
most amazing cosplay of Crom's girlfriend, Crometta.
Okay, very cool.
It was most excellent. I can run you down a couple of the synopsis. Let me pull my file up real quick. Where are you? File.
I'm curious what's up with the dinosaur heads.
That's Eric Larson's dreaded Dinosaur Man. Okay. His crossover. If I can find this stupid. I'm not real good with keeping good files. Okay, the dreaded Dinosaur Man. When Dinosaur Man discovers a mysterious wrecked spaceship, he comes face to face with Crom, a malevolent creature with a challenge for any who dare be in his presence. A fight. Yes. Okay, and
very cool.
The character that his character Dinosaur Man will be fighting one of the demons from Russ Leach's Only Death Can Save Us. So that story is kind of like a triple crossover, which that's cool as hell. Right on, I love it. But I can give you a couple of the different story synopsis real quick. We got Doc Blaylock's Pariah, Blood and Mud. Elizabeth Payne thought her quest for vengeance had ended until an internet troll, Crom, arrives and leads her down an even darker and funnier path for revenge. Hex Allen, Nephilim Squadron. The Dank Devourer infiltrates the Von Mar, a sole interstellar forces ship, the home of the Nephilim Squadron. What sort of trouble could this worldwide weed wacko get into as he searches for a 28th century high?
All right.
Daniel Monroe, Ye Gods. After a night of hearty partying, Crom wiggles himself into a new universe next door where an epic of mythic proportions is underway. I mean, everybody has their stories, their scripts in. This is going to be good. Don't doubt it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting like a huge Mad Magazine vibe, like that kind of like.
Dude, it's gonna be great, man.
That's funny, fun thing.
There's stuff that look, Doc. I wish Doc had never shown me his script because that shit had me bust up laughing at the end.
Nice.
And I would have rather read it in the book because you guys got to remember that also. I'm a fan. I'm not a publisher. I'm not an artist, a creator, a writer. I'm none of that. I'm a fan. I want to read this. I want to get the book in my hand and read it. So having read some of the scripts ahead of time for me was kind of a bummer. You know what I mean? I'm a fan. I want that book in my hand. So there's a couple stories like Specs Thompson's story I kind of didn't read. I just kind of sent it off to Anthony and is like, look it over. If it fits, run it. I want to read it when I get the book in my hand. Glenn.
Okay, to get this straight, Pops. So you're not editing the stories.
I'm not.
Who's your editor?
It's like we got Doc and Anthony and I think Mark said he would do a little some look over it for us if we needed. Okay. But the whole thing is like Doc's the one trying to make sure that the stories flow from one story to the next because these are completely different stories by completely different writers and trying to get a chronological feel to it. You know what I mean? Like in Doc's story, Crom learns that's where he first learns to speak. So that one's kind of be at the front. You see what I'm saying? It's like the only creative editing I'm doing is just on the Crom character itself. If he does something that's like, I don't think that'd be in character, I just tell him, I don't think he did it.
I gotcha.
I mean, but I don't stomp on there. I let them figure out something else. I don't say, just cut that out and leave it alone. I'll be like, come up with something else.
I do have a little question, I suppose, or maybe just a thought on how you might could do that. So Crom is basically he's kind of like the Rod Sterling from Twilight Zone. He's sort of the host, of
No, he's in the stories, causing
Mischief.
chaos and
Okay.
havoc wherever he goes.
okay.
He's a-
So, sorry, would it be more like so in order to connect the stories, is there a way that he would basically for Crom to kind of like have like a little epilogue as he connects the end of the story with like some short little,
we
what
kind of
have
got
you?
what we
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
came up with was he will jump in and out of an internet access point.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Now
Great.
he gets expelled from one place, boom, and comes flying into another place. It's like we have different ways to do this. Where, like I said, we're trying to fit it together chronologically, so it really
I like it.
as a
Yeah,
story.
It's
And
a
then-
nice concept. I love it.
And Glenn's story is completely done. Art, letters, everything. I don't want to see it because I know Glenn is badass and I want to read it when I get the book in my hand. So, Anthony's got that. It's a completed story. He's already working on his second story for a crime anthology. I was like, dude, we got to get the first one funded.
Yeah.
But I've had people talk to me about just taking Crom off on adventures of his own after this. It's not going to go away. It started as a little logo on a Facebook group, and it started snowballing downhill, just like CromCon and everything else. All this stuff grew beyond my ability to make better. I needed everybody's help. It's the same with CromCon and everything else. If I don't have a co-host that I can count on and people to help me with graphics and theme songs and all that kind of stuff, it's a pretty boring show. There's a lot of people that help me do all the stuff I do, and I appreciate the hell out of all of them because otherwise I have a generic little show nobody cares about.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I feel that Pedro is my, my sort of co-host there. He's my Chewbacca, really. I'm a Chewbacca.
No, really. I'm taller than you. I'll be Chewy.
All right then.
Yeah.
I can sort of do the noise.
Yeah,
The
dude.
funny part of
Chewy's
this
the
also
shit.
is that you get little teeny Croms.
Mm.
You get old man Croms like on the cover of the Dinosaur Man. Okay, you get Kaiju Croms. There are so many different versions of Crom coming out of this that I'm just like, yeah, you guys just fucking do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think
That's the
Dan
thing,
has
like-
made a good point here, if I can, just real quick. He says, although I do find it curious that Crom has in it, being the state of the universe. I think this might be scratching further at the idea that maybe we are in a simulate. We are in Crom's simulation right now.
Yes.
Yeah. We're one of Crum's highs, basically.
You
Okay.
will find, I think, Ryan's story. Let me see. Crom is taking a break from messing with people in their own universes. Today, Crom is messing with people from the comfort of his own pocket dimension. Inside a comic book long box floating deep in outer space. Crom watches everything from his stack of TVs and old computer monitors and interferes when it amuses him. You never know who Crom is watching or what he will do. So pay attention to the TV screens and the computer screens in Ryan's story because I'm sure it's going to be full of Easter eggs.
Nice.
Yes, it's really a very to me, I get the feeling that this seems like a very natural progression, the way that this character has come to be, and it does feel like it has a lot more life within it. Also, there's so many different versions of it. It really does sort of seem like a very unique, like one of a kind, probably because of the way it just came to be. It's really an interesting story and a like the whole creation of Crom and like sort of how it came to be is really honestly
I
fascinating.
wish I could say that I thought of this character and that I created all of his little quirks and everything and all that, but it should all develop just like kind of naturally, man.
I think that's some of the cooler things about it, though. Like if you
Yeah.
tried to just drop this character on everybody, I'm not sure that he would it would resonate as much, which I guess
Yeah.
makes sense because you've kind of introduced him to people over time. But
Yeah.
there is a lot more, feels a lot more genuine, I think, with like just the way it came to be naturally. You know what I mean?
For
We got
me, it was
Neostar.
like, if I had tried to write all this,
Yeah. That
You
wouldn't
see
have
what I'm
panned
saying?
out. Yeah.
That wouldn't be the. It was like I wanted people. I wanted actual people that wanted to be involved in this. That was why it was like, okay, Ryan, I'll see. I'll put out a post. If anybody wants to do this, then we'll do it. Okay. You know what I mean? It was like, I didn't think anybody would want to. I mean, I knew there's a few people because of the amount of people that have drawn Crom. I knew there were people be interested in that aspect of it. I didn't know if people wanted to actually cross their IPs over in a story with my guy. You know what I mean? That's
and
taking
not only that, Pops. Is one thing is doing a cleanup of Crom, and one thing is doing sequentials. Like it's a bigger commitment. So just out of that, dude,
that's
I'll
why
be like
people came up and they're like, "Oh hell yeah, I want to be part of this," you know. And they started asking me, "Who's Crom? What's he all about?" You know, and it's like I give them just that little this and this and this. Okay, you know, he steals weed, he curses in binary, his eyes get red, blah blah. Not a whole lot, just he's a chaotic little like kind of Loki kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so let me hop in here because we haven't even gone over the perks yet. So I'd kind of like to just take it from the top there and just see what you got going here. So take it away, Pops, please.
The Cromnipotent has some of everything. You get all the covers, I think, and the tapestry and the art fan contest ash can, and a sketch by Anthony Romano sketch card.
Very nice.
So,
very cool.
That was this. You know, most of this is Anthony's. How he does, you know, put it up and stuff. Like I said, I needed help. Okay, the fan art contest ash can. We're having a fan art contest. If you want to draw Crom, you draw him. You drop it on Twitter or Facebook or whatever with the hashtag Cromniverse. Make sure we find, you know, make sure you put it where we can see it. We enter you in the ash can contest. The top 14 entries will be in the ash can. With number 1 being on the cover, the winner being on the cover, second place on the back cover, and third place gets front page. Okay,
very cool.
So, and then everybody, the other top 14 will be on the rest of the. It'll be a fan art ash can. So, because there's so many people that have drawn Crom, we figure fan art's a big thing for that. So, you wouldn't believe the file I have of Crom art, you guys. You wouldn't not believe. There's the digital PDF, and we made that available because we will offer overseas shipping when the campaign's over. Anybody wants a copy of this book, you hit me up. I will get it to you for what it costs to ship it to you. Not for $10 more, not for $10 less. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take it to ass over shipping, and I don't want you to either. So if you're in Australia and you want one when the campaign's over, you get to me. I'll say, RJ, send you a book.
Very nice.
Oh, so RJ's doing your fulfillment?
Yes, RJ is doing the look. I wouldn't have done this if I didn't have everybody doing. Come on, I'm not that guy. That's what I tried to tell Ryan. I can't run a campaign. I'm not that guy. Not only that, but it would take away from the time doing what I do, which is promoting indie comics.
Right.
This is what I do. You know,
that's really one of the more interesting things about this whole situation. Honestly, is you're the main creator of the character, but sort of everybody else is kind of helped bring it to life in a really huge way. Yeah.
Yes. Everybody else, I wouldn't be the one bringing him to life. That's what I'm telling people. It's like you guys are the ones that brought this little dude to life, dragged me kicking and screaming into this world of trying to run a campaign and all that. I didn't have no. Look, I'm a comic fan. If somebody would have told me 2 years ago that I would regularly be talking to Mike Barron, I'd have been, you're out of your freaking mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I talk to Mike all the time now. It's like,
I think that's the name of your second your follow-up autobiography is We've Got the Man Under the Hat, and then I'm a Fan.
I'm a fan.
The fan under the hat. Put it that way.
That's the third one. That's like when it's like we're just sort of running out of shit to talk about, so we're just kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
But that was one of the things that was I have to be able to do what I do, which is promote everybody else. If this is going to take away from time from that, then I didn't want to do it. So we got other people running the campaign. We got RJ handling fulfillment. All I got to do is talk about comics.
Man.
Right
on.
My job.
Absolutely.
We're out here and promote it, talk about comics, but at the same time, talk about everybody else's stuff. Keep doing my shows like I do. Keep bringing people out.
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
I didn't want it to interfere with what I've built my platform on, which is promoting comics.
And at the same time, you do get an opportunity throughout those shows. I don't know if like how you do it specifically when on like one-on-one creator interviews, but I'm sure you pitch your own book throughout panels and stuff like that.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by talking about comics. As long as that's my only job in this project, is to talk about the project, I can do that part.
Okay, so let's go over some of these covers here. We've got quite a few to look at here.
We got the covers. We got the A cover by Eric Hodson, Dreaded Dinosaur Man. The B cover is Manny Soto. He's also one of the guys that does a lot of the graphics that you see, like the pops pointing at the word bubble and stuff. Manny did that. Okay, he's been drawing Crom for a long time. The happy birthday banner that we put up, Manny drew that. He's been one of us, a Madness member for a long time. Edwin Badillo, the guy who first drew Crom on the comic-related Madness. I wouldn't have felt right if he wasn't part of this. So he was the first person I went to and went, hey, man, you want to be part of this? The next morning, I was getting cover concept art from Edwin. Like, it was up all night drawing Crom. I was like, and then them ain't even the ones that we ended up with. This is the one, because he asked me, he says, is there something special you got? I was like, well, we need a rock and roll. We need something that, a little rock and roll to go in with this. And so he did the Iron Maiden,
Oh, yeah.
The Eddie mashup, the Eddie Crom. And
there you go.
It was like, yeah, that's perfect. That's the one. That's cover C. And cover D is going to be hand painted over the next couple weeks by Dan Monroe. And we will be highlighting that live as it's happening. He'll be out on the show painting live for you. You'll see that cover being done.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
You got sketch cards by Tank Ferret, Rusty Gilligan, Allison McGlone, and Rich Parada. Each one of them sketch cards comes with the book. Okay, so it's not $60 and all you get's a card. You get the book and the sketch card. Right?
Sweet. So how many pages is the book? You may have mentioned that, but I don't recall.
It's somewhere close to 100 pages.
Dang, very nice.
Yeah, sweet. It's big. I mean, it's 13 people's page with stories from 4 to 10 pages long. And a couple of people were like, can I get another page? I need one more page.
Nice.
I'm having a blast, man. You guys, this is supposed to be fun for everybody. Make sure it's fun for everybody. And then, Tim O'Reilly, right? He came forth with the Steranko Crom the sign up print that you get if you signed up early. And he did the chromage is what I like to call it, to Steranko, right?
Oh.
And,
the chromage sounds very sexual. I like it.
It does. And but he did that, and then he colored it, and then he was like, I don't like it. And he sent it to Edwin, and Edwin colored it. So you're getting Edwin colored art for the print, okay? Then he sent us the original art, the pencils and the inks to put on the campaign for sale. So Jim O'Reilly's a freaking beast,
Wow, very nice.
He also said he's going to do a Crom sculpture, a bust of Crom. You're going to get Crom's head, basically. Right? He's doing
You said
that.
a bust. I was hoping it was going to be Crom's tits, but
oh, dude, whoa!
And then you have the custom shoes that New Genesis Designs, Nick Chipalo, is making. He made a pair for Mr. Barron. Oh, there's the tapestry. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
He made a pair of those for Mike
rolling.
and Mike loved them. He unboxed them and tried them on live on a stream. It was great.
Absolutely.
He's also doing a pair for me, a Crom pair to wear to the cons and stuff. And they're in progress right now, and they look badass. They are loud and proud. I can't wait to wear them things out. And there's 12 pairs available, and every one of them will be different. They will all be unique, and they're made to be worn.
Yeah, dude, this anthology, like I have to tell you, Pop, like I'm not really a fan of anthologies.
Yeah.
I'm really not, but this is really exciting, though,
Mhm.
because it feels organic. So, dude, just keep getting the word out. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get funded, man. Just keep the
Yeah,
word out.
I'm not too worried about getting funded. It's like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
I understand there's not a lot up here when you talk about the context of how much is involved in this book.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not all up here yet. I couldn't cover it all in a freaking hour.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
it's like
Yeah.
even if we put it all up there, man, it's like I can't
Mhm.
in an hour. I couldn't cover it all.
Yeah, the
There's
thing's like I hear you talking, and I feel like the captain of the Titanic. Like, okay, we can only see like a little block of ice, but there's like a whole big juggernaut underneath. Like, this is how
yeah,
this feels, man. So, yeah,
and
just keep getting the word out. And dude, you're really passionate about the project. That shows.
you know that.
And yeah, dude, just
You know
yeah,
that.
man. I'm
I love
excited.
everybody involved in this
Mhm.
project. I love that people are inviting me out to their shows, like you guys to come out on the shows and talk about it and let people know. But like I said, there is so much, and we haven't even barely touched on the stretch goals. I mean, we got a trading card set that the all the original art will be available on the campaign when we get to when we start getting the stretch goals, man. It just gets better and better and better.
Mhm.
Then I know it's happening and I will go fucking balls out to make it the best campaign ever. But I got to know it's happening. I don't want to get a bunch of people's hopes up. Like I got people that already did the art for these sketch cards, and I don't know that we're going to get to that stretch goal. They've already done the
Mhm.
art. That's how much people are want to be part of this project.
Yeah. I mean, even if you don't make the stretch goals, you have the art there. You
Yeah,
know.
and that's
So.
Big King. And I've heard on good authority that if you don't have a Big King sketch card on your campaign, then you're not Comic Skate. I,
Oh,
I made sure I got a Big King sketch card on my campaign. Doc,
I'll have to talk to Big now. Jesus.
yeah, Doc did a sketch card, and Daphne Lage did a sketch card. And I've seen all the original art already. It's already done.
Yeah.
It's all done traditionally, so that the original art will be for sale too. Vic did Dank Dealer.
The Dank Dealer. Okay.
You know
Is
the
that
Mhm.
on
Death.
here?
You know the Death Dealer, right? The Frazette.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, Crom kicked his ass off the horse. Okay, and we
Nice.
have now the Dank Dealer. We're not showing that yet. You might have caught it on Big Stream once in a while, but we'll show that
Mm.
when we know we're funded and we have stretch goals to talk about. You know,
Okay.
but right
Very
now
cool.
you got to get funded on this.
Right.
So we have some more art. We'll be dropping up here from some more sequential art from the different stories. We'll get all the synopsis up here, so you'll have a good idea. Uh, but like I said, some stuff I don't even want to know about. I'm gonna show you one panel from Glenn's book, from Glenn's story, and that's all. Because I don't want to see it until I get the proof in my hand. All right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, Pop. So we're at an hour here, so we're about to wrap up. But let me ask you, where are you going to be next? Where can the followers of Crom find their? You're not exactly the. Are you like the avatar of Crom? Is that fair?
um,
Dude, you're making this sound like a religion, like the followers of Chrome. Are you the
I looked
avatar of
too
Chrome?
into it.
Crom
I'm
is
sorry.
Cromnipotent. All I could be is his herald, bro.
There we
All
go. That'll
donate
work.
to
The Herald of
Chrome.
Crom.
You know what I'm saying? All I could be is
Yeah.
his herald. I could.
Yeah. Bring your offerings. It better not be fruit.
Now, I where we're going to be next is in about an hour. We're going to be on the Madness Open Draw stream,
Awesome.
Okay,
doing
very
what we
good.
do. People out here drawing and just having a good time. So, as far as shows, we got Monday Madness. We got the Tuesday Morning Brew, and then I'm going to be doing an interview with Andrew Mecca Davis on Tuesday night. We have a special event on Thursday night that I will be telling people about here in the future. I've interviewed with Keeping It Geekly on Saturday, and Monday the 18th, we are doing a launch party for Human Hunters, Max DeVille. So,
Sounds terrifying.
like me, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. This is just one more book I get to promote. And a whole bunch of people. Like I said, there's no way to cover this on in an hour. There's no way to, even if we had talked about this campaign from the beginning of this show to the end, I'd still be going, and we gonna want to do this.
And we got more. And we got this. And this. Yeah, I got you, man.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's one of the more exciting campaigns I've looked at in a while, and it has a really great sort of indie. It's like
One
indie
thing,
to the
though,
core.
if you click on the little things under the video right there, okay, under the video, yeah, okay, you'll get a little bit of, you get some Specs Thompson art.
Okay.
You get that's Hex from Nephilim Squadron. Bill Moss did the interior cover of that one. That's the
Very
interior
nice.
cover. All
I
right.
love that blade right there. That's sick.
Yeah, I asked him, could you put Crom in the reflection for me? I was like, and he did, you know. But if you back up to, you will see Specs Thompson's little Crom doing the bong hit. Oh, you back
Oh,
see that?
very
So
nice.
you know Specs story is going to be involved with Hoodie and Crom getting blazed, obviously. So,
Nice.
Okay.
It's just all fun, man. You guys have fun with it. Have fun with it as a fan. Have fun with it as a creator. Pedro, was it fun making the animation for Crom?
Dude, I had a lot of fun doing that. I'll have to say it's a nice character. It could be defined with simple lines, which is perfect for animation. And dude, it was a blast doing it.
Cool. Thank you. And thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah.
And we may be having some people approach you about doing some lettering in the next week or so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's Anthony's department, is to wrangle the cats, but I did post it in our DM group that you were, offering to help out if anybody needed it. So that's what we're talking about, you guys. That's what we're talking about right there. He just offered to help out because this is a cool project with a lot of cool people involved.
Absolutely. It looks great. It's I think it is it sort of embodies the word fun. It just feels like a fun project from top to bottom.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Very nice. Pops, we want to thank you for joining us this morning, sir. Another great episode of the Ginge and Pedro show.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Kind of self-serving, but yes, it was.
It's all right.
It's
So, that's what we're here
It
to
was
do.
great.
Yes, it was great. I'll say no. But so Pops, I don't know if you know, but we sort of do this thing where, as the guest is talking on their way out, I usually sort of kick them as they're in the middle of speaking. It's just a joke, but
Oh, okay. Let me get a good line. Reed. Hold on.
please do.
This weekend. No.
Alrighty. See, that was like the most into it we've had for a guest. All right.
This is so disrespectful.
All right. I like it.
My
Thank you, Pops.
soul. My soul.
Yes, I think we did crush one of our guests one time, and I felt bad about it. I was like, oh,
Man, that was horrible.
tell people
You see, you get the horn of this. I don't know, the horn of scorn.
you
There.
mess with the fishmonger, you get the horns, baby. That's
Yeah,
the,
exactly.
That's the old saying.
Mhm.
No, okay. So let's see. You got Tropical Magics out right now, Pedro. How we doing?
Yes, sir. We're doing great. We are at 80% still. I'm making moves like Jagger to get to the funding. And dude, people are promising that they're gonna fund. Just not. I understand. There's a crisis. Money's tight. But dude, I'm getting like promises from everybody, so I'm not really worried. I'm just gonna keep doing the work. And
Yes.
yeah, you guys are gonna get Tropical Magics in your hands on a timely manner. Paper shortages permitted. But dude, we're doing our best. Ginge is doing an awesome job doing the lettering. I'm
Thanks,
very,
sir.
very, very impressed by
Thank you.
this guy over here. So yeah, guys.
Yep. Okay, gang. So check us out next week. We have let's see, who do we have next week? Oh, actually, we have next week off because it's Easter. We're taking Easter off. But
We are.
yes, we are.
Okay.
We're taking Easter off.
Thank you, boss.
Sounded so. I can't tell if you sounded upset or happy. But
I don't know.
no, either way, we'll be back the following week with Anthony Gambino, who I think is our first return guest, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
No, actually, hold on. We have Armand coming up. We have Armand.
Also,
yeah,
that's
actually,
another return.
Yeah, we have Armand on the 19th for a special middle of the week Ginge and Pedro show. So you guys keep your eyes out for that. I want to thank everybody for watching. Past Master Dan, always a pleasure having you, buddy. One of the more funny guys in the chat. Neo Star Productions, check his episode out from last week. Dude's got a heart of gold. Who else we had? Good Stuff Comic Skater. Great
Hey,
show
good stuff.
over there.
Yeah, dude.
Yep, The Tome of Reckoning. He also another good episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So many return friends to come back and hang out with us. So thank you guys, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Hey.